At the pawn shop over here, I got I guess it's a Japanese Street Fighter for $3. Later. So this was a let go deal. Nothing crazy. Probably the best game is Rocket Knight Adventures. And I paid $80 for everything. So it wasn't bad, but it wasn't the greatest deal ever. Disc only for $1. At the sale back there, just a Super Nintendo with Mario World for $10. So at the sale back there, the guy knew what he had, so he checked the prices out, but I paid $20 for all these. Evil Prophecy, Dragon Quest 8, Dark Cloud 2, and RPG Maker 3. I just picked them up basically because I didn't have any of them except Dragon Quest. Later. Operation Bunk continues. Need for Speed Most Wanted for $5. It should trade in for at least 18 credit. Later. At the tax sale over here, just a PS2 Fat with a few games for not the greatest price, but $20 is not bad. On my way to Waterbury, Connecticut to go pick up hopefully a Sega CD. We'll see how it goes. So this is the deal. Sega CD, a couple of games. I will tell you the price when we do the pickups. Later. Alright guys, so here are my pickups for the last week or so. As always, we'll do pawn shops, flea markets, thrift stores, and everything in between. We will also have a big trade in which I got one of the big heavy hitters for the SNES, or at least one of the games that I wanted. I wouldn't say heavy hitters, but it's a pricey game, and it's something that you definitely would like to see. I will start with this. I got a Craigslist deal. I picked up this Sega CD in box. I'm in really good shape with the Sega Genesis 2 and 3 games. One of them is Super Shark. The other one is Rise of the Dragon and Sylpheed. Sylpheed goes for about $25, maybe complete. Rise of the Dragon goes for 20. I could technically sell the Genesis and keep the Sega CD and basically be almost free. So that was a really good pickup. A Craigslist ad, which I haven't done in a while. Then the next thing will be an ad on, I believe it was OfferUp, but I'm not 100% sure. The guy was selling 3 games. I didn't want all 3. I just offered to buy one of them. I said, how much would you want for this game? He told me $12. I started driving over there and I asked him if he had any other games. And he said yes. And basically the guy used to own a comic book store. And I guess he used to have video games in there too, just to play around. And this is what I got. I got everything that I'm about to show you for $80. I got an NES with all everything has power cords and all that. It's just too much to take out. Everything has controllers too. The NES had 2 controllers. He also had an N64 with expansion pack. The expansion pack easily sells for $25, so that should be easy money. So I can keep the stuff that I need. The NES had, like I said, all the controllers. He also had a Sega 3 with Sonic. That also has all the controllers and all the cables. And then he had these games. Everything, like I said, was $80. Miss Pac-Man, Sonic Spinball, another copy of Sonic Spinball, Monopoly, The Lion King, Bubsy and Bubsy 2. For some reason, he had this 5200 game. Real Sports Soccer. He also had Namco Museum, Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt. I believe I'm missing one. I think they had another N64 game, but I just can't remember what it was. He also had Caesar Palace for the Super Nintendo. His wife wanted to keep the Super Nintendo, so that's why he left it out of that. NBA Jam, Aladdin, Super Mario Bros. 3, and the game that I actually was going go there to get was Rocket Knight Adventures Complete. This game goes between 45, maybe 40 to 50 bucks complete. I get to keep it and put it in my collection. I'm able to sell some of this stuff, and I should be able to make my money back and keep the game that I wanted. So that's cool. Out of punch, actually, the Sega CD over here also had the instructions, and it also had the extension, which sometimes is hard to find. So everything is there. I guess the extension is if you wanted to use the Model 2. I mean the Model 1, you should be able to use it with this extension so it doesn't look sloppy. So that's also included in that. At a thrift store, picked up Zelda the Ocarina of Time for $9.99, I believe. I also picked up this Japanese Street Fighter 02. I paid $3 for this, so it's just one of those things. I never seen a Japanese game in the pawn shop, and for $3, again, why not? I also picked up at the flea market Grand Theft Auto 5 for $5. I picked up Metal Slug X for $1. This dealer said he was gonna contact me back because he had a whole bunch of Nintendo games. He was supposed to call me today. He did not, so I highly doubt that he will. But if he does, it will be a nice score. I went to the flea. I actually went to garage sales, picked up a whole bunch of Legos. I picked up 26.5 pounds at the end of the day, and they ended up being. I ended up being like maybe $39 in store credit. So I was able to pick up War of the Gems and Target Renegade for the NES. I took all the minifigures out of the Legos, and there were like 35 minifigures. So I should be able to sell that for a decent amount of price because my daughter wants Mario Kart, and we will use the money for that. I also picked up at a pawn shop Need for Speed Most Wanted. Paid $5 for this. They usually get you like $18 in credit, and this will be used towards a certain game that I'm trying to get. I'm gonna call it Operation Bunk, and you will see how that goes. Hopefully we can get that game sooner or later, and it will be a nice pickup. At Goodwill, picked up 40 Winks and Speed Punks. I believe they were $1.99 a piece, so that's not a bad deal for those two. At a tax sale, picked up Haunted Mansion, Mario Party 5, and Animal Crossing. The two here are empty, and Animal Crossing was $2, so I paid $3 altogether. Animal Crossing should sell for about maybe $22 at the same community sale. I should mention the community sale was next to the flea market that I go to on Sundays, and I went there and I was able to pick up some games, which was kind of cool. I also picked up all these PlayStation games for $1 a piece. Roll Cage 2 or Stage 2, Drag Racing, Rally Championship, Powerboat Racing, ATV Mania, Revolt, Quake 2, Duke Nukem, Land of the Babes, Mega Man X4, which I usually don't get in Black Label. So that was a really cool pickup. And the best game, or the most expensive game, was Bloody Roar 2, which I didn't have it in this good of a condition, so I'll be able to sell mine. Bloody Roar goes for about $25, Mega Man maybe $20, and Duke Nukem maybe it's a $20 game. So all those were $10. At another tax sale, picked up this PS2 with, I believe, 6 games for $20. It also had the iToy. It had this Sweet Dreams game. It was supposed to be for Jason Rotberg's, but sadly he already has it, so we got to give it to somebody else. It had all these games, Nicktoons, MLB 06, Madden 07, and the 2 Kingdom Hearts. And obviously the system, it was the fat system. And you know, for 20 bucks all that, it's actually not a bad deal at all. I had another tax sale, picked up a Super Nintendo for 10 bucks. It didn't have the controllers or any of that, so that was that, and I paid 10 bucks for that. I had another tax sale, picked up these 4 games for 10 bucks. Was it 20? No, for 20 bucks. Dark Cloud 2, which should go for 15 or 16. Evil Prophecy, which I don't have. RPG Maker 3 and Dragon Quest 8. Those were 20 bucks. I should mention on that deal, the $80 deal that I went and got the Rocket Knight Adventures, I also picked up these games right here. I forgot to mention them, but nothing great. Maybe Little Big Planet and Batman Lego 3 were the best ones, and that's also included in the $80 deal. This was one of my best pickups of the week, and it probably would have been the pickup of the week if I didn't have the other one that I'm about to show you. Xenosaga Episode 1 paid $5.99, and at the same Goodwill I picked up Xenosaga 3 for $4.99. This game easily, in good shape, goes for about 60 to 70 bucks. It's one of the rarest games. Not rarest, but one of the most expensive games for the PS2, maybe. Like I said, it's about $70, so it's definitely a decent game to get, and something that I get to add to my collection. My wife wanted this game really, really bad, and that's why it's a really good pickup, because whatever makes her happy, I'm happy. And then we have the pickup of the week. So the pickup of the week was Castlevania Dracula X. It was a trade that I made with the coolest Puerto Rican in YouTube, and that's How G's. Please see his link below if you want to see his channel. He picks up a lot of good stuff. He's trying to become the Neon King, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do that because it's a lot of competition for that. But for that, I picked up Dracula X with manual. And this insert that I haven't opened yet, or it probably is a poster, so that's also included. And I also have the box for it. The box is not in the greatest of shape. It has seen better days, but it's whole and it's complete and it's all together. So for me, it's a good pickup. Dracula X was one of the games that I really wanted for a long time. We've been working out on this trade forever. So again, don't forget to check out Half Channels. Half Channel, it's really cool. You're gonna get to see a lot of rare stuff that you usually don't get to see. This week went really, really well. I'm able to pick up a lot of stuff that I can add to my collection, especially the Sega CD and box, the Sylpheed, Xenosaga, and obviously the Dracula X. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully we will see you all next week. Later.